All right, guys, if you are a soccer fan and you are looking to come to the World Cup in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I'm going to tell you something that you have to know. I have right beside me David Balyeat. He's a Dallas-Fort Worth resident of Argentinian descent, and he is a missionary and has one of the most amazing soccer collections that you are going to see. And how are you going to find out about this? Well, check it out. David, how special is what we have right behind us to you, and what can you tell us about this collection?
To me, yeah, I've had it for many years. I started collecting in 1978 when it was my first World Cup. What it means to me is it gives me great joy to show that the collection that I've acquired, that I've collected over years, and to be able to connect with people that are from the countries where I have an article or a picture or the memorabilia is really cool. I mean, there's nothing like it, to be able to have that connection with somebody because of something we have in common, which is the love of the game and the experiences that the game has offered.
Describe us what we have here today.
So what we have is a collection of jerseys. There's over, I think it's right around 100 jerseys up, and some of them are all, given to me by players, autographed by them. There's a collection of probably 150 or more framed pictures and that are collections. There's cards autographed, soccer cards, and there's balls. There's trophies. There's different articles that everybody would love to see.
I mean, you have a jacket that is from the '94 World Cup, and I know you were voluntary there. What can you tell us about that experience and some of the stuff that you were able to get that is also here from that World Cup?
That World Cup for me was a transforming experience. I got to work with 6 teams. I finished up the World Cup as a volunteer, being the representative of the Dallas venue to Saudi Arabia and to Brazil. And it was a phenomenal experience to be that close to players, to be at the game with Argentina and Bulgaria, to be on the sideline, it's just phenomenal. The stories and the articles collected from not just that World Cup, but others that I've been able to attend. They're just phenomenal.
Actually, remember you telling me a story outside of the camera, and if you could share it with Romario, could tell us his spiritual connection and how you were able to help him.
So this was before Google, this was before cell phones, and this head of security for Brazil came to me as the representative of the venue, and he said, "Hey, I need to take Romario to a Catholic church. He needs to be blessed by a priest before the game." Well, of course, as a Baptist, I'm like, where in the world is the Catholic church? So the concierge at the hotel was gracious enough to provide that information. I requested a car, so the car came, and as we were about to leave, the head of security says, "We can't go now." And I was like, "What's the matter?" And he said, the media is setting up outside that side door that we were going to go out. Well, I went and looked again, and sure enough, they were setting up, but a trash truck got between the door we were going to go out and the media. And so it was, "Let's go now." And so 4 of us, the head of security, the medical doctor, Romario, and myself, we piled in the car and took off. And in the rearview mirror, I could see that the media was like, "What happened? Who is this? Who just left?" And anyway, stuff like that. Just tremendous. We got to the church. Romario, in great fashion, put his hands in the holy water and sprinkled his head. And then he put both hands in there and backed up and sprinkled his feet. And of course, he scored that day. So I guess that worked for him and his spiritual connection. The priest did bless him. And they went on to win the World Cup.
That's such an awesome story. And obviously we have here, like you said, so many jerseys, so many articles. If you could put in context players that you've met, autographs that you have here, photographs, some of the names, if you could share with us.
So I've been able to meet Gallardo, Riquelme, pictures with them. Both of them represent the biggest rivalry in Argentina and Boca River. So and then during the World Cup, I had the privilege of meeting Jorginho with Brazil, and at practice at Green Hill High School in '94. Um, I walked up to him. I say, "Hey, are you a Christian?" He says, "Yes." I said, "I am too." And so after that, we just, whenever we'd see each other, he would say, "God bless you," and I'd say, "God bless you." And at halftime of the game against Holland, the quarterfinal, biggest game of his career, when he got to the door to go out to the tunnel, he turned to me and he said, "God bless you." And I was like, wow. He could have said, "Why don't you pray for me, ask God to help me, because I got to go play a game." But he didn't do that. He put God first, me second. He didn't even know my name. And so I made a commitment that day. I wanted to be like him. And what was cool is that years later, living in Argentina, he was playing with Sao Paulo, played against San Lorenzo. And I was at the game, and I have a friend, Guille Franco, that played in Monterrey. He was there. I went with him to the game. So I'm outside the locker room, and I got to tell Jorginho that. And so that was huge how it connected. And just recently, Ednilson was here in Dallas, and I told him that story, and he's a good friend of Jorginho. And so this is the first time this has ever happened. Normally I'm taking pictures, but Ednilson pulled his phone out. He said, "Here, let's get a picture. I want to send it to Jorginho." And so I'm like, wow, now that's really cool.
Here, you guys will see throughout the entire video so many photos of so many great players. I mean, he mentioned already Romario, he mentioned Jorginho, but I'm telling you, Risto Stoikov, I see here Carlos Tevez, Lionel Messi, Diego Maradona, Pelé. I mean, you tell me.
Now, there's a magazine that during the World Cup, the code was you can't walk up to a player and ask for an autograph. But they usually had a table out for volunteers to put something, an article. And so, but the one, people may not believe it, but I got to hold the magazine with Maradona on the cover, and he signed it while I was holding the magazine. So I know he signed it. Nobody else may believe me, but he did. And but there's articles like that are of great value to the soccer world. And yeah, you mentioned Stoikov, yeah, Caniggia, others, and it's just, yeah, I'm just blessed to have this collection that I get to share with people.
Well, once again, please make sure to follow the updates. We will let you know once this will be available for the public, hopefully soon. But David, thank you so much, man, for your time.
Thank you. And just to plug it in, it is free. There's no charge to come and see it. So